Welcome back to our show, Briggs on Books. I'm Mike Briggs, the host. We've been doing this since 2008, and because of COVID, we had to learn this new technology called Zoom, and as a result, we've turned it into an international talk show, talking to authors all over the world. And to that end, our next author is Lisa Brearley, author of A Year of Love. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mike.
Now, you're a Canadian author, but where are you right now?
Yes, I am a Canadian author. I'm in Thailand for the second 6 months over the last couple of years.
By the way, I'm going to pop up. This is my favorite image any author has ever sent in. It says, this is your first image, shut up and write your first book.
Yeah. So, I'm very fortunate that I met an Australian author. That's Natasha Denman of the Ultimate 48-Hour Author, and she's the one who supported me all along the way, right from the start to the end. So, I'm very appreciative, Natasha.
I can't tell you how many people I've said something like that to. Just sit down and start writing, but shut up and write your first book. In fact, I'm going to send that image to some of my friends who are, wanting to be authors. So you did it. Congratulations. By the way, here is the book cover. It looks like it's out on from the image you sent. It's out on Kindle and paperback.
Correct. It is a soft cover book, and it is an ebook as well, which are both available on Amazon.
Right.
However, it is available in lots of other places. Just do lots of Google search and you'll find it, but as well on my own website. But yes.
We actually have an image here of all the places it's available. Gardeners, eBay, Amazon, of course, all those places. Now, tell us about the book. You were, tell me if I get anything wrong, you were married for maybe over 20 years, and for some reason you weren't married anymore. And does this book start tracing your journey from that point?
Yes. So my book here, on the back it says after 26-year marriage. So I actually had my big shifts in life started about 2018 when I really looked at the food I was putting in my body. That's kind of what started me off on some shift in my life during that 26-year marriage. And I within a few years of starting that program about the food and what I put in my body, I started personal development work. And kind of the layers of who I thought I was were starting to be peeled back a little more and doing more and more work. And in 2021, I went to a week-long course on personal development, and that's where I met my now current husband, Scott. And so the whole story is the year from, or the moment pretty much, from when we met during that personal development class to the year later, after I got divorced, but the year later, we got married.
A week-long personal development course, that's quite a commitment.
Yeah, over the time frame of the very first one, which is was a 3-day course, and then there's a week-long course, and then there's 90-day goal-setting course.
Wow.
And I just finished one this year. It was a whole year of personal development.
Let me ask you this. A lot of people understand that they need personal development. They don't even know where to start. Would your book kind of help them move toward that journey?
For sure. I mean, I do mention the company that I worked through in my book. So that's something that you will read about and hear about all the different levels and courses that they offer. However, the experiences that I write about in my book, when my mom read it, and she said, Lisa, she said, you inspired me. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? There's a part in the book where I literally went to, I think it was a pet store, and asked a random person at the pet store to go out for lunch with me. And we went out for lunch and ate for an hour. I paid for her lunch. And she said, you inspired me. She said she went out to a restaurant and just sparked a conversation with a stranger. So it's those kind of things that I hope my book will do. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it important? I know I'm asking these questions for me because you're fascinating, but do you need to keep going to these courses? Is it something people should do once a year or fairly often?
Definitely you need to, or I need to anyway. I won't say what everyone else needs to do, but I need to keep up in some manner. So maybe it's with people who kind of vibrate at the same frequency as me in terms of, positive thinking and that sort of thing. And I'll tell you, that's what this man, him and I, that's what we definitely, Scott and I, we build each other up.
Yeah.
We provide the space of respect. We're excited for each other's growth. So, when you say, what kind of person do you want to meet? Well, go to the place where you think you might meet the person you want to meet for the rest of your life. So that's where we met, at a personal development class. So it was perfect.
I'm just scrolling through your pictures. There's a picture of you with a suitcase and a muscular arm. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so there was a women's leadership course of personal development and growth. And just for me, finding my strength, I think, within, and that's why I give you that picture. That's something that for over 40 years, really, I was having a hard time finding my own worth, that I deserved the things I wanted and deserved to be heard. And so that's why I wanted to give you that picture, because we all have that strength and confidence within us. And I just mentioned that word confidence. That was one of the things in the 90-day course that I took. I had to wear a confidence costume because I had a hard time being a very confident speaker or sharing or feeling like my thoughts counted at all. So now I rarely put on the confidence costume, which is good.
So you went to this conference, a week-long conference, and now I'm popping up this next picture. It looks like a wedding. Tell us the journey. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, so I had started on the first 3-day the weekend course by myself. Scott had done his by himself, but the week-long one was where we met. And after we met, we took all of the next courses together. Except, of course, he did a men's one by himself, and I did a women's one by myself. And Scott very much believes in the work and helping other people, and he actually went to staff one of these classes, which is what you get to do as a graduate.
Nice.
And when he went to staff, every staff member needs to make a 30-day goal. So he calls me up after that first night, and he says, Lisa, I made my 30-day goal. I'm like, what is it? To marry you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Yes. So we married in 3 weeks. We got it all together, the paperwork, organized everything, got a dress, got all that sort of stuff. So we realized that, the personal development work helped us and supports us in, finding solutions, not letting the roadblocks stop us and get all frustrated. Like there's places to, how to put that? There's ways to solve problems, and we were fully committed. We were committed when we met each other. Like we knew right away, because we both love the energy that both of us kind of brought. And it's like we raised the energy together, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, and I hear a lot of my guests talk about energy. That there's energy, and you got to find the energy and bring up the energy. And so you believe in that. I mean, you talked about that. Did you learn about that in the course?
Yeah, we did have it. And you as for me, I started to peel back the layers and realize, the confidence that was there. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking back even on a trip that Scott and I were on. The level of I'm not sure what the word is, ease or comfort that we bring as a relationship, as partners. We were noticing that other people that we were with were very open with us, and they were wanting to share, and they were wanting to be in the presence with us. Yeah. So it's very cool. Like it kind of makes my heart flutter.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I've started noticing that myself. There's people around you just giving off energy, and everybody wants to move to them. Charisma, whatever you want to call it. Let me ask you a question backwards. Is now that you learned about that, can you look back in your life and say, well, I didn't have that energy. That's what my problem was.
Yeah, I think for many, many years, looking back, I realized that I've had so many layers of other people's stories on me, or
Right.
what the events that happened around me, or whatever it was, that I could reinvent me. Like I could just rediscover what actually is in there, and it's in there, and I'm whole in there. It was just kind of lost. And so now that I've kind of peeled it back, it's like, ah, I I'm happy to bring myself to the world.
That is
Yeah.
wonderful. Now, A Year of Love, that's the book. Tell me now, I'm popping up this other book cover that's coming out. 6 Months of Love. What's the difference? What happens here?
So it's a similar sort of theme. It's about my personal journey of awarenesses, challenges, successes. However, Scott and I were taking, during actually the Year of Love, we had set a goal to go to Thailand. And so we did. So the 6 months is our 6 month tourist visa time in
Nice.
Thailand. And even taking a year off from my work, a general leave from work, was a big even risk for me.
Yeah.
I'm not a risk taker, and so these things are risks for me. And I know now that when I take these risks, whether big or small, they present to me a chance to grow. And so that's what Thailand was. Like, we're now in a land of, we don't know what these people are saying. What is that food that's on the table? And that sort of thing. So yeah, it's been amazing. And during the 6 months, even riding a scooter on the other side of the road, it's like,
Yeah, that is great. But what you found, I guess, is that you can do it. You can come out whole on the other end, no matter what the outcome. Maybe you'll lose your job or your career or something, but you'll be okay on the other end.
yes, yes. And we've worked really hard together to set ourselves up for success, and that's important for us too in the long run.
Well, hopefully your new success is as an author, because I haven't even read the book, and I'm already inspired by you and anxious to get to the book and read the book, so I will do that. And Lisa, we are running out of time, but is there any last thoughts, anything you want to share with our viewers?
I mean, this book is out now, and 6 months will be out shortly. However, I am also working on kids' books. As I said, I think I said I am a teacher. And so I am writing a kids' book on nutrition, because I have gotten a lot of knowledge over the last few years, and I'm actually doing a personal development style book for kids as well.
For
So
kids, that's great.
about
But
personal stories from my teaching career.
what grade do you typically teach? What age?
Kindergarten, grade 1, 2.
And will
Yeah.
books be focused for that age?
Correct.
Wouldn't that be great if kids could get in good eating habits at that age? That'll last the rest of their life. And your journey started with looking at improving your nutrition?
That's only back on 2018. That's
Wow.
when I began that journey. And I've been doing it ever since. I'm taking a little hiatus this year, but it's always a year-long course.
And by the way, we have your website, your Instagram, Twitter. What are people going to find there?
I post a lot.
Nice.
And also I don't think I sent this one to you. My husband and I also have a YouTube channel, and we post our adventures as well. So yes, I'm very big on positive, being a positive influence and having a positive impact. So that's what you'll see on all my sites.
That is wonderful. Lisa Brearley, do I say it close to correct? I don't know. I don't know why it's a hard name for me, but we really, really appreciate your time. And all the way from Thailand, what time is it there?
1:30.
1:30 in the morning, and you stayed
In the
up.
morning.
You stayed up to talk to us. We appreciate that. For our viewers, find Lisa's book. By the way, if you go and buy it, don't buy just one. Buy 5. I always buy 5 copies of a book, because I love to give books away, and that'll be a good way to help Lisa. And we appreciate you, Lisa. We will be back with more authors. Briggs on Books right after this.